up, everybody? It's me, Blake316, and I feel it's time to pretty much make this video. This video is going to be about which video game console won this generation between the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, and the Nintendo Wii. It's time to do this video now because the Nintendo Wii U is out, the PlayStation 4 was already announced, and Xbox 720 is soon to be announced in April? So it's time to decide what console actually won this generation. Now, you can leave a video response and give your opinion, but opinions are like assholes and everyone has one. But I'm giving my opinion, but I have no problem saying I'm an asshole. Therefore, my opinion is the one that matters the most, which is why I'm doing this video. Now, I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to talk about the consoles, I'm going to talk about the games, and I'm going to talk about the controllers. With that being said, let's get straight into it. Now I'm going to start with the controllers. Nintendo tried to do something new and different with motion controlling, or most controllers I should say. They definitely tried something different. It was definitely new to consoles, especially as the primary controller use. Let's just say, just because something's different doesn't make it good. Granted, the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 definitely tried to do their own versions of motion controlling. A lot of people, such as myself, definitely couldn't get used to this motion controller, and I know a lot of people definitely wished for just a regular controller such as the Xbox 360 and the PS3 controller. So with that being said, Nintendo kind of failed with this whole Nintendo nunchuck and Wii remote, and they continue to fail while using it with the Nintendo Wii U. Now, the PlayStation 3 did nothing different with their controller. Basically, they released the same controller from the PlayStation to the PlayStation 2 to the PlayStation 3. Now, they did some minor upgrades with the trigger buttons that a lot of people complain about and suck. The analog sticks definitely do feel lazy, and a lot of people don't like them. And it's pretty much a dated controller. I mean, they need to do something new, which they're trying to do new with the PlayStation 4 with the addition of a little screen. With that being said, Microsoft, Xbox 360, they pretty much won the controller battle of this generation. The controller is perfect. It fits perfect in your hands. A lot of people complain about the controller size. I think those are little people with baby ass hands, and basically the controller can't fit into their hands. They're pretty much always saying that how the controller's too big. What, does it look too big in my hands? No, it doesn't. Plain and simple, Xbox, Microsoft 360 had the best controller of this generation. But that being said, who really cares about controllers, right? I mean, it's all about the consoles. Now, what console won this generation? Well, I'm gonna reach all aspects. For example, size management. This big ass shit takes way too much space. Opposed to this is big, but you know, you can stand it up where it doesn't take as much space. The Nintendo Wii is small and it doesn't take any space. You can stand it, you can lay it. Nintendo actually won this aspect. Sorry with the finger in the way, where the Nintendo, it just doesn't take up that much space. It's perfect. And yes, I know, a lot of people might be saying, who really cares about the size of the console? But trust me, when you have as many consoles as I do, or previous consoles, you need space for all these things. And Nintendo definitely thought about keeping something small, minimal, and doesn't take up any space. But let's get into what really wins a console generation. The online features. Because obviously this is an important fact. Let's be honest. The Nintendo Online, it sucks. There's no microphone chats. Why would I want to play online and not be able to talk to people? Nintendo, you automatically fail. PSN? I'm sorry, people. Yes, I know PSN is free, but PSN sucks. You get what you pay for. A slow-ass service that takes long as hell not only to load your friends list, but simple things as icons. You can't... Sending text messages or just deleting messages, it's too much of a hassle. PSN is all wrong. With the PlayStation 4, they need to revamp the whole thing. They pretty much need to make it like Xbox Live. Xbox Live wins this generation's online service. Granted, you pay for it, but you get what you pay for. Xbox Live is the standard of how online gaming should be. It's perfect. Xbox 360 with the different browsers, to the different apps, to the party chats, the cross game chat, to in-game chat, to the DLC. They always get DLC first. Xbox 360 wins that. Now, what else is important? The games. Now let's be honest. Every console has their own exclusives, but some exclusives are just better than other consoles. I'm gonna start from the worst to the best as far as exclusives. The worst. PlayStation 3 has the worst exclusives. For example, here's Uncharted 3 right here. Uncharted 3 or Uncharted period is overhyped. If this game was a multi-plat, nobody would care about it. Let's be honest. I mean, the climbing abilities is nothing special. Assassin's Creed climbs better than Uncharted 3 in the gameplay. The combat is weak as hell. The online gaming is weak as hell. Granted, there's games like God of War. Once again, if God of War, it looks really good, but if it was a multi-plat, nobody would really care. Because you compare God of War to Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham City shits all over God of War. There's no comparison. And you got games like Little Big Planet. It's really innovative. The idea is cool, but nobody plays it. You know, they got great platformers like Sly Cooper and Ratchet and Clank, but who's really playing those games? And if you want to compare those those platformers of Ratchet and Clank and Sly Cooper to games like Mario Galaxy, there's no comparison. You're an idiot if you think Ratchet and Clank is better than Mario Galaxy. So PlayStation 3 got Killzone and Resistance and all these other generic first-person shooters. Once again, if they were multi-plats, nobody would care about them. Infamous, nobody would care about it if it was a multi-plat. People just pay attention to it because it's a PlayStation exclusive. Now, what comes in second place of exclusives, this might be a surprise here. The Xbox 360. I mean, let's be honest. The Halo series is amazing. Gears of War is amazing. Every other console wishes they had those series, but they don't. What comes in first is Nintendo. You cannot deny Nintendo's exclusives such as Mario Galaxy, the kart racing series, all the other franchising from Donkey Kong to Kirby to Yoshi to Metroid. The list goes on and on. Nintendo by far has the best exclusives. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. And yes, Nintendo has the best exclusives, but also it fails in the fact that a lot of them don't have online features, which sucks. Which is one of the reasons why it can't win this generation. Now, aside from exclusive, let's talk about multiplats. Nintendo basically doesn't have any multiplats, and the multiplats that it does have from these consoles, it fucking sucks because it fails in the graphics. Granted, graphics don't mean anything, but if the game is equal on both on systems, and only difference is graphics, you're gonna pick the system with the better graphics. That being said, it's down to these two. Multiplats suffer so badly on PS3. They're horrible on PS3. Knowing that I own all these consoles, I'm gonna buy a multiplat. It's gonna be on Xbox 360. Why? Because it's just a better experience. The game doesn't suffer from any issues, from frame rates to stuttering to whatever it is. It's just better on Xbox 360. And also, the achievements are more rewarding on the Xbox 360 than the PS3. Nobody cares about trophies. Who the hell is like a PlayStation trophy hunter? You're an Xbox 360 achievement hunter, but trophies just don't make it seem worth it. They seem boring. Nobody cares about it. With that being said, between the games, the online features, and the controller, what system won this console generation? It's the Xbox 360. Why? Because it has the better online, it has the better controller, the multiplats are better, and the exclusives are better than the PlayStation 3. And granted, Nintendo Wii has a hell of a lot of good exclusives. They don't have Xbox 360 exclusives. They're not selling like Xbox 360 exclusives. But even though sales don't matter, because let's be honest, if it was all about sales, Nintendo Wii would win hands down. But the franchises such as Halo and Gears of War, they're huge. They're freaking huge. Xbox 360 won this console generation. It's pretty easy. I mean, the thing is a dope ass console, and I own all three, so I can say which one is the best. A lot of people don't even own two of them. They're claiming which one's the best, which is kind of crazy to me. But it's plain and simple. This is the final argument. There's nothing left to say. Xbox 360 won this console generation. With that being said, it's me, Blake 3 and 6. Until next time, for the next future console generation.